Hello, Divinely Guided Warriors. Welcome back to the channel, Divinely Guided Elevations. Today, I am coming to you with a deck, the Golden Universal Tarot deck. And I'm not quite sure what I did with the box because the box is like really tore up. So I'm not sure on what happened to it. I usually keep it, here you go, here. So here's the box, and the box is pretty worn. I had these cards for a few years. The box is pretty worn out, so I am going to order a case for this deck because the box is torn. But here's the box. The box comes with, the card, comes with a booklet. Here's the booklet. It's a little small booklet, just paraphrasing each card. It comes in different languages. So there's the book here. So again, Golden Universal Tarot by Robert De Angelis. It is just your regular tarot deck, but it's golden. It's pretty pretty. So I thought I'll show the deck because it's really a really nice deck. This deck is a tarot deck that's good for beginning tarot reading, to get familiar with the cards and what the card mean. This was one of my first tarot decks. It wasn't my very first tarot deck, but it was one of the first tarot decks I bought. So we're going to start out with the suit. Well, before we get started, there is no golden border around it, but the cards are golden, so it's pretty nice. The cards are pretty sturdy card. A matte finish with the golden texture. So we're going to start with the Suit of the Cups, and this is the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. Three of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Five of Cups. The Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups. And in this particular deck, I'll put this over here. Each card has like a portal. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like a portal. These cards help you really tap in, like for your basic readers. I'm not basic readers, but readers that use these particular tarot cards. This is a great, that's why I said this is a good beginner's deck, because it helps you tap in quickly with the portals in the cards. Like, this was one of my first decks, and I absolutely loved when I first, this one I want to show you. See the portal. When I first got this particular deck, I was like, yeah. Yeah, this is like, I think this is like my second or third tarot deck. I had a lot of oracle cards, but this is my first tarot. Actually, one of my first tarot decks. The first one was the Easy Tarot cards. That was my first deck, and that was really easy to read. And then I got these, which I thought was very, very pretty. A very, very pretty deck. To just spice things up, but it wound up to just help me tap in even more. The Ace of Pentacles, it's a Pentacle deck. Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, and as you can see the vortex there, the portal. The Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords, the Suit of the Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. The suit of the wands, the ace of wands, the two of wands, the three of wands, the four of wands, the five of wands, the six of wands, the seven of wands, the eight of wands, the nine of wands, ten of wands, page of wands, the knight of wands, the queen of wands, and the king of wands. Now we're going to move into the major arcana cards. We have the Fool, the Magician, Portal is so defined back in his background. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, the Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel, the Justice, the Hangman, the Death card, this card is so beautiful to me, the Temperance, so pretty, the Devil card, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun. This card is so pretty. It's like just beautiful. the Judgment, and the World. And that's it for the Golden Universal Tarot. Very beautiful deck. I thought I would share this deck with you guys because it's so good. It's one of my to-go-tos. Definitely a to-go-to deck. Especially when you want to get those behind the scene portal messages, if you know what I'm talking about. Like those messages that sometimes need a portal to go through to get to those messages. But that's it for the Golden Universal Tarot by Robert De Angelis. I'm sorry, Roberto. I'm so sorry, I was saying his name wrong. Roberto De Angelis is his name, and this is his deck, the Golden Universal Tarot. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And I hope to see you again in another video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm trying to get those subscriptions up. This is a new channel, so if you like what you see here, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I have more decks to come. I have a lot of decks I have not even put out there yet. So if you guys like what you see here, again, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to give me those thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Remember, self-love is the best love, and sometimes you have to be a little selfish to be selfless. And self-acceptance is just important as self-love. That's for accept what you are, because life is happening for you, not to you. Peace.